Faster than that. What a cat! Coming home. What a play! What a play! The double play from Jerry Langston. That ball is out of here. Walk off home run, Jake Oliver.
It was the only way he was going to be out. You're 1-2 that day, right? Well,
He's advancing home. I don't know if I like it. Oh! Down! He got him! Oh my God! He crossed the leg before he was there. In play, that's a fair ball to Jacob. What a play from Jacob! And Madison Fry! Tie game! That's in play down the third baseline. Peter makes a great play from Peter McNeil.
Justice already took advantage of that. What a play over at third.
Jack, you know you're home.
He's heading home. Oh, he's out. He's out. Jordan Rice heads out. Trey Clifton right. Went over to first and still get Alex Harden. Come on, get out, ball later. He might have been side. Peter makes the great play from Peter McNeil. Oh! Philip goes to Marcus. Walk off. Get out, ball later! And that ball is out of here! Walk-off home run, Jekyll! That ball's in play. Going back, Keeper King! Thomas Playhouse makes the grab! He's heading home. Oh, he's out! It's gonna be out! I like it! That ball is absolutely tattooed! And what a roll! What a roll from Keaton! Flare it up. What a play for Peter McNeil!
They say opposites attract, and that could not be more correct today. The last two teams to play on a Monday will lock horns here, and for the Wolfpack, they won 2 Mondays ago. While the Mojo unfortunately dropped 2 of 3 last Monday to the Pacific Pilots. I'm Trevor Butler, and I'm joined alongside once again by Jack Bladehouse. And Jack, how are you feeling here on a gorgeous Monday?
Well, we've seen this matchup before. We're going to see it again today. This time both teams at 6-6, so this is about as evenly matched up as it gets in the AWA.
It should be an interesting one. Like I said, the Wolfpack won 2 Mondays ago. They're taking some batting practice out here and just hit one back towards us here in the booth. But they took 2 of 3 from you and your Nighthawks.
Yeah, that was a tough matchup for ourselves, but they got Sam Thomas back on track after kind of getting rocked a little bit against the Cyclone. So if Sam Thomas is pitching as well as he has been, it's going to be tough for this Mojo team to get those bats rolling early.
And they're getting us rolling early. A couple foul balls hit back to us here in the booth. But all right, so lineups for the Western Wolfpack first.
No more. Alex, get up there.
Alex Harden, Western Washington University.
Thomas Playhouse, Shore Elementary.
Sam Thomas, Summer School.
Zach Inouye, University of Washington.
Ian Michael, Edmonds Woodway High School.
Chad Curtis, Balso Hard University.
Now the lineups for the visiting team, the Metropolitan Mojo.
Dominic DeMero, University of Hawaii. Go Bows.
Trevor May, Kelso High School.
Austin Whitehouse, Edmonds Woodway High School.
Alex Hatch, Woodway Elementary.
Quinn Thomas, La Petite Academy.
Houston Schmutz, Archbishop Murphy High School.
And as always, we've got Robert down along the first baseline for the pregame interview. We'll send it on down.
All right, here with Ian. How do you expect it to go here? 6-6, played this team before. Important to get in a positive direction, it seems.
Yeah, it'd be good to get above 500. Usually beat these guys. Shouldn't be an issue.
Oh, you exploding confidence here. What do you expect from the pitching side?
Lots of strikes. Try to keep the ball down, keep them in the yard.
All right. Well, good luck out there.
Thanks.
Back to booth, guys.
So we're going to get ready to get things going pretty quick. And what do you look to see today, Jack?
Well, main thing here is how the Mojo can take advantage of Ian Michael. He's been a streaky pitcher so far. Right now, he's got a, 4.60 ERA. So after the first week, he was sitting at a 1.23 ERA, pitching very well and kind of blew up a little bit. So if he can get those, as we see a ball almost hit us there, if he can get those pitches in the strike zone, his specialties that right under the speed limit, 60-mile-per-hour pitch. See if the Mojo are going to be on time for those.
Yeah, the last 2 pitches we've seen, he did put the last one down the middle at 57, but the one before missed a little outside, we'll say.
Yeah, he set the record for most speed checks in an at-bat against Chance Justice last week, so hopefully he doesn't do that here today.
Yeah, that was a fun one. So we're going to get ready to get things going, and it's going to be the Mojo visiting today, so they'll take the first cuts of the afternoon.
Oh, yeah.
Michael getting in the final warm-up pitches of this beautiful afternoon here in the Pacific Northwest. Not a cloud in the sky. The sun is out. It is warm. I'm finally getting to wear short sleeves. No sweatshirt for me today. I've got one just in case, but hopefully we won't have to use it.
Getting the walk-up music started. That's kind of the cue to get things going.
Exactly. So now we'll really get things going. It's going to be Dominic DeMiro stepping in to open things off for the Metropolitan Mojo.
Yeah, Dominic DeMiro has really turned it on offensively. I mean, it's not a surprise when he's doing well because, you know, he won the MVP 2 years ago, but got his ERA up to, or average, sorry, up to 385 and now 5 home runs, which is good for 4th in the league.
And quickly, he's ahead in this count, 3-0. So DeMiro looking for a leadoff walk to start things off. That'll catch the zone at 57, and Michael gets one back. And we'll wear it, so a 5-pitch walk to open things up.
A little surprised Dominic DeMiro wasn't swinging there 3-0 on the 57-mile-per-hour strike right down the middle, but usually batters are a little more timid in the first inning to try to see if the pitchers have their A game.
So Houston Schmutz steps in and takes that low for ball 1.
Houston Schmutz at 405 with 15 RBIs, tied with Dominic DeMiro for the team lead.
And they'll chop that one over toward third. Flip to second, they'll get the lead runner, but nothing more.
It's a nice play all around right there from Alex Harden. Looked over to Thomas Blair, saw he had some time there. Was able to get the easy out.
Yeah, those ground balls, those softly hit ground balls can sometimes be a little bit of an adventure. So a great play over there at third from Harden to really corral it. One way. Swung through.
And Alex Hatch.
Hatch grounds one up the middle. Again, they'll get the lead runner, but it's going to skip out of play, and Hatch will be safe at first.
Yeah, Alex Hatch, that was kind of the reason why the Mojo were off to such a...
Is that out of play? That hit it? Okay.
Yeah, kind of the whole reason why the Mojo were off to such a hot start this year. Now they're back at 6-6 because Alex Hatch was just on an absurd torrent of a start, 6 home runs in week 1.
So Whitehouse will step in here and take strike 1 to get things going. That stays low. Bounced in the dirt and then skipped up and caught the strike zone. It's ball 1. That'll be grounded but foul.
Austin Whitehouse having a little bit of a slower start offensively, but known for his defense. 206 on the year, 1 home run, 3 RBIs.
1-2 on the way from Michael. Stays low, ball 2. Just looking to just catch that bottom part of the zone, as that'll run inside and the count goes full. So after falling behind 1-2, Whitehouse has worked the count back full. 3-2 on the way. Stays low, ball 4.
The ball almost hit that bottom part of the zone. Austin Whitehouse, nice job laying off. That's what's tough if you're a speed thrower like Ian Michael. If it looks like it's coming in fast, most batters won't swing.
So Dominic DeMiro will step back in now and take a hearty cut at the first pitch he sees. That one stays up high for ball 1. Just high, now he misses low, looking to slot one in the strike zone now, falling behind 2-1 is Michael. This one will be grounded over toward third. Harden steps on the bag, and the Wolfpack get out of the first. We head to the bottom of the frame. 0's on the scoreboard still. So we'll get back to it here in the bottom of the first, and after spinning a shutout frame to open things up, Ian Michael will now step in to take some cuts.
Ian Michael hitting .345 on the year, 2 home runs, 8 RBIs. Another one of those guys like Alex Hatch, who started off very hot, was leading the league in average, cooled off a little bit.
You saw him having a few words with Hatch, who's on the hill today for the Mojo.
Alex Hatch wasn't here last week. We had 2 game starts by Tommy Tickets, who most likely will be the game 3 starter for this Mojo team.
First pitch from Hatch stays up high for ball 1. That's a big time cut right there from Michael to move the count even. One and one finds the zone, and now Michael's gonna need to defend a little. Tags it foul, and we'll try again. Popped that one over the booth. Now the 1-2. This one popped up fair territory, tough play, it'll drop foul.
For a second I thought Alex Hatch was going to be able to get there. A little bit of a slower reaction there.
Yeah, definitely a tough play right there. It bounces just foul.
Yeah, on those plays, if you're not immediately sprinting over there, it's definitely a tough play to make. Not many players really want to dive this early in the game anyways.
That one stays a little high. Two on the way now. Is sent out towards center field. It'll drop in for a base hit single. And that's how the Wolfpack get things going. Michael took a turn and looked for second, but he opts to hold up at first. So a leadoff base knock. That'll bring Sam Thomas up.
Nice job to find the soft spot in the defense there from Ian Michael. That's not too often if you hit in the gap like that, you can actually turn 2. But
second pitch stays high, and we're even 1-1.
Sam Thomas had some power this year. 4 home runs so far, good enough for 5th in the league.
He'll pop one up on the infield, corralled by Hatch, and there's one down.
Just missed that one underneath it. There's Thomas Blehouse, bit of a streaky player, but he does have 5 home runs in the regular season, 4 of which were hit in 1 series. This lefty-lefty matchup is not ideal for this Wolfpack lineup, who have 2 lefties in the lineup.
First pitch to Blehouse is tagged foul the other way. Is he mic'd up today?
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Got the TikTok mic.
That'll stay low for ball 1. Rocking the sunglasses on the hat.
Ooh.
1-1 stays up high.
Tough pitch right there, right at 60 on the outside part of the zone.
Just catching, too. Some great pitch placement right there from Hatch. 2-2. It's going to be grounded the other way. Flip to first. It's kind of a tough play. They're going to go to third now. And it hit him. And he's out. So a double play to get out of the inning. And even with the leadoff base hit single, Alex Hatch spins a scoreless frame. We go to the second. 0-0 your score. So Houston Schmutz will lead us off to start the second. First pitch to him. Stays a little high. That'll be grounded left side. Tough play. Throw to first, not in time.
Nice job there from Alex Harden to get a throw over there. Notice some defense like playing that shortstop back, which, you know, you're preventing some bigger hits if you have your guy all the way back there. But then if you have a slow ground ball like that, makes it a little bit more difficult to get the runner at first.
Alex Hatch will step in now as he leaves that one inside for ball 1. Swings through that one. A big time cut. 59 on the radar.
Nice drop action there from Ian Michael.
That one will stay a little high for ball 2. 2-1. Is tagged foul at 60.
Just behind that one.
So a 2-2 pitch on the way. Just missed. That was 64. Full count pitch is tapped foul, and we'll try it all again.
Saved by the tree there. Alex Harden was crashing that ball.
Full count. Stays outside ball 4, and there's 2 men aboard to start things off here in the top of the second for the Mojo.
A little bit of trouble here, the top half of the inning for Ian Michael.
Had a little bit of a rocky start to the first and worked his way out of it. I'd say this is more trouble than he saw at all in inning number 1, so we'll see how he can work through it. First pitch to Whitehouse is swung through for strike 1. That stays outside. Pretty similar placement on it. This time Whitehouse holds off. Check swing did not go. Whitehouse will jump ahead 2-1 here. That's popped foul.
We're getting peppered back here.
They are. They're keeping us on our toes. 2-2 runs up and in, and then the count goes full for the second at bat in a row.
Some good pitching all around between these two teams, so.
Got him at 60. All he could do is watch. Whitehouse goes down looking for the first out of inning number 2, and that'll bring Dominic DeMiro to the plate.
A little bit of a delay there on everyone on the field checking up to see if that was under the limit, and it was. So much needed first out.
60 on the dot right there from Ian Michael, who will grab some new wiffle balls and get ready to get back to work.
Dominic DeMiro stepping in, 0-for-1 with a walk and a fielder's choice.
First pitch to him. Just misses outside. 1-0 on the way. He's gonna tag him, and he'll jump ahead 2-0. Stays outside, and it's 3. So Michael looking to avoid walking the bases loaded. But he'll do just that. A 4-pitch walk to DeMiro, and the bases are juiced with only 1 down.
Big spot here for Houston Schmutz. It's been towards the top of the league in RBIs each of the last 2 seasons, so another big opportunity here to pile on.
Led off the inning with an infield base hit, and now with 1 down, he'll drive one to the left side. 1 run's gonna score fairly easily. Hatch is gonna think about home, but he holds off. Nearly a tough play at second from DeMiro, but he gets back just in time. Houston Schmutz, an RBI single, and the bases stay loaded. Everybody moves up station to station 90 feet.
40 feet.
40 feet, yeah. I'm so used to saying 90. So Alex Hatch will step back in and again fire a foul ball back towards us. As that stays outside, the count goes 1-1. That one smoked up the middle. Did they make the play at second? They did not.
Yeah, I think he reached out, didn't have enough time to get to Houston Schmutz there, but he will get that out over at first, but a run will come in.
So an RBI ground out right there from Hatch. And there's 2 down, but the Mojo have added 2. And Hatch said productive out. That certainly was, as Whitehouse grounds one over towards short. Bobbled by Thomas Playhouse, and he'll beat the throw. A 3rd run will score. And it's 3-0, so things starting to unravel a little bit here in the top of the second for the Wolfpack. Runners still on first and second with 2 down, and now Dominic DeMiro will step back in and leave the first pitch low for ball 1. That one's 62, so no pitch. He hacks at this one over towards short again. Playhouse, no throw.
Yeah, and that's difficult for Thomas Playhouse there as a lefty. Didn't really have the angle to make a clean throw over to first.
So it'll reload the bases, still 2 down. Michael looking for a way out of this inning. And Houston Schmutz will step back in with an opportunity to grab even more RBIs.
2 for 3 with 2 singles now.
They've both come in this frame. Oh, no. As he took a big cut at that one. He wanted to send that one out to the forest. As that stays low for ball 1. 60 on the dot for strike 2, and Michael will look to get out of it. Grounded back up the middle, skips off his hand. He'll corral it, flip to first, and that'll get him out of the inning. But the Mojos score 3 here in the top of the second to take an early lead. 3-0 your score as the Wolfpack get ready to take some cuts. So Alex Hatch will go back to work here in the bottom of the second now.
Chad Curtis hasn't had too many hits this year, but the 2 he's had have been home runs. So definitely a dingers or nothing mentality here for the young man.
1-0 on the way is going to be popped up. Hatch is there and makes the grab with relative ease, and there's 1 down.
And when you see balls popped up like that, just getting underneath it.
So Alex Harden will step in now and will leave the first pitch inside for ball number 1. 1-0 on the way.
Oof.
Just catches the corner. Some solid movement on that pitch from Hatch. Thought about it, but he does not go. It's ball 2. 2-1. Pop back over the broadcast booth once again.
Alex Harden, the signature bucket steppers, made it popular. Huh?
That one counted, right?
Yeah.
That'll stay outside for ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the bottom of the second. Full count pitch on the way from Hatch. Runs inside, ball 4, and it's a 1-out base runner here for the Wolfpack.
Nice job getting aboard there from the veteran Alex Harden. Only man who has a hit for the Wolfpack will now step in the form of Ian Michael.
So Michael tagged the leadoff single, but was doubled off to end the inning.
That was an unfortunate play for him. I mean, no one was covering thirds. It was just a very lucky throw from Hatch on that play.
Holds off on the first pitch for ball 1. Oh, took a big hack at it. Quite the bat speed on that one from Michael. 1-1 on the way. Tapped foul for strike 2. 8-mile-an-hour difference in velo on those last 2 pitches from Hatch. That stays outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Hatch looking to pick up another. That stays outside for ball 3, and we go full once again. Back-to-back full counts, the payoff pitch. Sent over toward left field. It's going to skip off the wall. Harden will hold up at second. And the Wolfpack looking to get in business here in the bottom of the second. A walk and a single, the second hit of the day from Ian Michael. And they've got 2 on with only 1 gone.
Another big spot here for Sam Thomas. That's the thing with lefties in your lineup, you know, if you hit a ground ball over to the third baseline, most of the time it will result in a single, but if you're a lefty, a ground over to the first base, usually an out.
It'll stay up high for ball 1 on the first pitch to him. And again, a similar spot for ball 2. Two-oh. Sent out toward right field. We are tied. The Wolfpack fell behind in the top of the second, but Sam Thomas brings them all the way back. We're level with only 1 down here in the second.
Yeah, and that's kind of what we've seen from Sam Thomas this year. If he makes contact, it's usually a line drive. With the kind of the left field short porch, that ball got out in a hurry. 5th home run of the year for Sam Thomas.
All of a sudden, it's a brand new ball game here for Thomas Playhouse. 1-0 pitch on the way to him, stays low. And we'll see how he can follow up the homer. He'll send one out toward left field, and it'll take a funky little hop, but nestle in for a base hit single.
Nice job there from Thomas Playhouse. Get it over Austin Whitehouse there.
So Chad Curtis will have a chance to keep moving things along here in the bottom of the second as he takes strike 1. After a relatively efficient first inning from both pitchers, as that's taken for strike 2. The offenses have finally kind of kicked into gear here in the second inning. That's swung through strike 3, and there's 2 down.
Chad Curtis shaking his head there. Took 2 strikes and then swings at a ball there, but that's just kind of how it goes in wiffle ball. Got to guess correctly.
Yeah.
Alex Harden off to a little bit slower start than he's used to. 278 on the year.
He'll take that one up high for ball 1 to start things off.
Walked in his last plate appearance.
And he'll be up 2-0 in this one. 2 down now here in the bottom of the second, as that stays up and out for ball 3, and it's 3-0. Left up high, ball 4, and it's a 2-out base runner. That'll keep the line moving. Runners on first and second now for Ian Michael.
Ian Michael 2 for 2 with those 2 singles. Big opportunity to give himself a lead heading into the top of the 3rd.
Game 1 of the usual 3-game tilt between these two. First pitch to Michael. Swung through for strike 1. That'll be tagged foul. So quickly in an 0-2 hole, Michael's going to need to be a little cautious here as he holds off.
Nice job laying off that pitch.
You could tell at the start he thought about it, but he holds off. This one will stay fair, and he'll be tagged out.
It's in the foul ball zone. I mean, we might need to repaint those lines.
My apologies, didn't see that.
Yeah, so anything in that, if it's touched inside that area, foul ball, mainly to prevent bunts, but we also don't have a catcher, so
we'll try it again. 1 and 2 is skied out toward left field. Tough play, but it's caught. And this time, he's out. But the Wolfpack come all the way back to even this one up at 3. We go to the final inning all square. Top of the third on tap, and the first pitch to Alex Hatch will stay outside for ball 1. That stays up high for ball 2, and it's quickly 2-0. 2-0 will catch the zone, and he'll get one back.
Yeah, that ball looked a little fast, but radar said 58, so.
That'll be flared over toward Harden at third and corralled. There's one down.
Nice shove there to get that first out quick. Something he hasn't been able to do in innings 1 and 2.
That's back-to-back at bats, both in the bottom of the second and now top of the third, with a tough fly ball hit over to the left side. Whitehouse will ground the first pitch foul. As he holds off on that one, it just plummeted out of the zone at only 52 miles an hour. Chopped back over toward Harden. Tough play. He comes up firing, but Thomas can't corral it at first. A 1-out base hit single.
Yeah, that ball was caught in kind of an awkward bouncing area there for Alex Harden. Of course, that ground over there is not necessarily even. Got some roots in the field of play.
First pitch to DeMiro was grounded. He throws the bat, and Michael's going to have to hold off.
It looks like Ian Michael immediately turned to second base, and that kind of quick turnover there made him unable to have the time to throw over to first.
So with 1 out, the Mojo back in business here with 2 runners aboard for Houston Schmutz. That stays up high for ball 1. And again up high, ball 2. Schmutz a big time cut at that one, and Michael will get one back. 2-1. Again swung through, and it's strike 2. Looking for a big punch out here. It'll be 61. I thought he got it, but just a little over the speed limit. We'll try again. It'll stay high, ball 3. 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes on the way. Called strike 3 at 58, and there's 2 down.
Great pitch there, big clutch pitch there from Ian Michael. We've seen this from time and time again. Ian Michael in the later innings somehow figures out how to clutch it up for his team.
And it'll be crucial for him to try and get out of this one and give his team a chance to win it in the bottom of the frame. So 2 men aboard for Alex Hatch. First pitch to him. Holds off. That'll stay outside for ball 2. Tapped foul over to the tree, and Michael will get one back. It's 2-1. That stays low, ball 3. A hitter's count on the way here. 3-1 to Hatch. Swung through, strike 2. Michael looking to strand 2 men aboard. The payoff pitch. 61.
Ian Michael shaking his head, starting to walk off the mound there. Unfortunately, this has happened to him quite a few times.
Try again. This one sent over to the right side. Tough play. Flip to first. Wow. Thomas able to corral it.
Great play there.
And the Wolfpack get out of the inning. The Mojo strand 2, and we go to the bottom of the third where the Wolfpack will have a chance to walk things off. It's 3-3.
Yeah, utility gold glove. When you're lefty, it's on there.
So Sam Thomas evened this game at 3 an inning ago. The first pitch to him is taken for strike 1. Thomas looking to spark something here in the third. That'll stay low and we go even. Up high for ball 2.
Looks like Alex Hatch not necessarily giving him some pitches right over the heart of the plate after his last at bat.
2-1, he tried to reach for it. And we go even 2-2. 2-2 on the way. Not sure what happened there.
Yeah, I think that's a strike 3. I think he hit the zone there.
So it'll be strike 3 swinging as he takes out the strike zone. And there's one down here in the bottom of the third for Thomas Playhouse.
Absolutely destroyed the catcher. Catcher's interference.
Yeah,
might be rewarded.
exactly. Put him on first.
That'd be a nice loophole in the rule book. Just hit the zone every time.
So with one down here in the bottom of the third, it'll be Thomas Playhouse stepping in as he takes strike 1.
Thomas Playhouse 1 for 2, had a single over the head of Austin Whitehouse.
He wanted to drive that one out toward right, but he swings through it for strike 2. 0-2 on the way. Got him swinging, strike 3. And Alex Hatch is an inning, or is an out from sending this to extra innings.
Nice job there from Alex Hatch. He's getting ahead early and then putting them away with some nasty stuff.
First pitch on the way to Chad Curtis. Runs inside, ball 1.
Good eye there from Chad Curtis.
He'll pop that one foul, but no play on it. One on the way to Curtis. Swung through strike 2. Hatch looking for a huge punch out right here to get out of the frame and send this one to extra. Stays high. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Stays low, and the count runs full. The payoff pitch. Just catches the corner. Strike 3 looking. And we're going to head to extras. 3-3 still your score. So some extra wiffle ball for you all. Top of the 4th. First pitch to Whitehouse stays up high for ball 1.
Austin Whitehouse 2 for 3. 2 singles here, game 1.
Michael throwing behind him right there. 2-1. Sent out toward left field. Tough play and gone. Austin Whitehouse on the 4th pitch of extra innings pushes the Mojo ahead once again. It's 4-3.
That ball was destroyed. Thomas Playhouse, I mean, could have been robbable potentially if Thomas was in the right position, but he held up there on the replay, and then, you know, at that point, I mean, it would have been a very hard play to make regardless.
So Dominic DeMiro will step in and leave the first pitch outside for ball 1. He's been leaving everything thus far. A 3-0 count on the way. He's taken for ball 4. A quick 4-pitch walk.
Got to keep an eye on sliders against Dominic DeMiro when he's trying to get on via the walk. You see him step in on those pitches. But we will call those strikes if they look like they're about to hit. Just like the MLB, you have to make an attempt to get out of the way.
Don't want anything too egregious necessarily. So Houston Schmutz will step back in. Leave the first pitch he sees inside. 2-0 stays low, and it's 3-0. They'll step out as the pitch came in, but it's ball 4 anyway, and there's 2 on with none gone here in the top of the 4th.
For pitching eligibility, I mean, extra innings do not count. So if Sam Thomas wants to come in and help out here in extras, gets out of hand, then he'll retain that 2-game eligibility.
Is that hit Alex Hatch on the elbow. And finally, after 9 consecutive balls, Michael finds the zone. Hatch holds off.
Ian Michael already up to 86 pitches here in game 1.
Oh my goodness. 3-1 on the way now. Michael will go grab a couple more. It'll be a hitter's count. Hatch looking to drive the ball with a runner sitting on second. 3-1. Checked his swing, did not go. And Michael walks him loaded here with still nobody out in the top of the 4th.
Well, at least the good thing here for Ian Michael is he can go home now, which is the easiest out to get. Just got to hit that backstop.
First pitch to Whitehouse. It's up high for ball 1. That's down low for ball 2. 2-0 popped up foul. Everyone will just kind of watch it go, and we'll go again at 2-1. Grounded left side. Tough play, no throw, and a run will score. Another run driven in by Austin Whitehouse, and it's 5-3 Mojo. The bases stay loaded.
And another spot there where Thomas Playhouse just really didn't have a throw angle there, being a lefty. Guess that's what happens when 2/3 of your infielders are lefties.
First pitch to DeMiro, runs outside, looking for a second walk of the inning. And he's quickly ahead 2-0 in attempting that.
Well, it looks like Dominic's not looking to get a hit here.
No. 44 on the radar that last pitch. 14-mile-an-hour increase on that one. It's 3-1. And he'll miss inside ball 4. Another run will score. And it's 6-3.
Wheels starting to slowly fall apart here for Ian Michael in the Wolfpack. That was pitch 97.
Really getting up there.
Might get ugly, but. And extra innings don't count for pitcher eligibility, so just saying. 10 runs, you can throw anyone in.
Bases still loaded, still nobody down for Houston Schmutz, and the first pitch runs outside again for ball 1. So that stays high for ball 2. 2-0 tried the eephus at 39, stays inside ball 3, and Michael officially north of the century mark as he'll field that one and make the out at home. So finally the first out of the inning comes on pitch number 100 of this first game for Ian Michael. Even he is shocked at that count. So the base is still loaded here in a 6-3 ball game. As the first pitch to Hatch here stays low for ball 1. He'll ground that one left side. Throws to third. He'll get the out at third, but Harden's throw home sailed way over the backstop.
Yeah, they get one back.
So a run will score, and it's 7-3.
Yeah, Alex Hatch there had an opportunity to go home there. Decided to just tap on third.
That'll stay outside on the first pitch to Whitehouse. Swings through that one for strike 1. Swings through that one for strike 2. Aggressive mentality here with 2 down in the top of the 4th for Austin Whitehouse. He'll lay off that one, though. He'll lay off that one as well. It's 3-2 all of a sudden.
Austin Whitehouse having his best day in 2025. Could be best day in his career. 4 for 5. Oh,
swings through strike 3. And the Wolfpack finally get out of an inning that saw them fall behind. A 4-run top of the 4th from the Mojo. And there's going to be ground to make up in the bottom of the frame. It's 4 runs or go home here in game 1 for the Wolfpack.
Alex Harden 2 for 2 with 2 walks. Need that. Take a walk here. Keep the inning going.
First pitch on the way. Low ball 1. That stays up high, and it's quickly 2-0. Hardy cut right there, and that's how Hatch will get 1 back. 2-1 on the way to Harden. Stays inside, and it's 3-1. Hitter's count on the way is chopped foul. Harden was hoping it might take a weird bounce or a little spin, and
it's always possible.
Roll back fair. Full count. Runs inside, ball 4, and there's a leadoff man aboard here in the bottom of the 4th.
It's not pretty, but 3 walks, 1,000 on base percentage.
It's the money ball style.
Yeah.
He gets on base.
If everyone else on his team could do that, who knows? Ian Michael, he's got on via 2 singles here today, 2 singles and a fly out.
Wolfpack still trailing by 4 here. First pitch to Michael is going to be popped foul. Everybody holds off on the pitch. That was hooking towards the concrete. 0-1 stays up high, leaving it for the birds there. That'll stay low, and it's 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike on the way. Again, just missing inside, and it's another hitter's count, this time to Ian Michael. He'll drive that one left side, tough play. Whitehouse can't get there. Harden will hold up at second. And all of a sudden, the Wolfpack are in business once again, 2 on with none gone.
I think nice job there from Alex Harden to, you know, he could have made the aggressive approach, get to 3, but they've been burnt here today with aggressive base running. May as well just get the second base, keep this inning going.
So Sam Thomas will step in once again. Leaves the first pitch inside. Leaves the second pitch up high. .2-0 on the way. Again missing up, and it's 3-0.
Starting to get a little interesting here. If Sam Thomas can get on, tying run would come to the plate.
3-0. He'll do just that. Ball 4. All of a sudden, Thomas Blehouse has a chance to bring this game all square once again.
Thomas Blehouse saying, have you seen the scouting report, my poor AB so far? I mean, he's had a single so far today. Maybe it's just a little bit of mind games here. I'm hoping Alex Hatch will throw him a strike right down the middle.
First pitch to Blehouse. Just catches the top of the zone for strike 1. As a big time cut there, but it goes the other way.
Not that often you see someone that late on a pitch.
0-2 on the way from Hatch. Called strike 3 at 60, and there's 1 down.
That's tough. 3 straight strikes. All Thomas can do, walking to the dugout, is laugh.
But a huge punch out for Alex Hatch, the first out of the inning. And now Chad Curtis will step in. Holds off on the first pitch, did not go. Got Tommy Tickets, our first base umpire.
Yeah, could just see the opposing team being honest.
As that stays low and it's 2-0. That'll run inside quickly, 3-0 once again.
I think if I'm the Wolfpack here, I'm not taking another swing at this at bat.
No.
Just get one run in. There you
Stays
go.
low, ball 4, and a run will score.
So now the go-ahead run coming to the plate. How about that for Alex Harden if he can make some magic happen here?
One of the veterans of this league with a golden opportunity here in game number 1. First pitch from Hatch. Just drops out for ball 1. Stays up high, it's 2-0.
And slow, you can see this Mojo team's trying to tense up a little bit.
Hatch shaking his head after that one. The 2-0 is chopped foul.
There's a lot of chatter pre-inning, and now not too much chatter I'm hearing from this Wolfpack team. I mean, Mojo team.
It's fallen largely silent on the field as the Mojo just looking for a way out of this. 2 balls and 1 strike. Again tapped foul, it's 2-2.
Just a little bit out in front. Hatch does a nice job changing up pitch speeds.
Two and 2 on the way. Runs inside, ball 3, and the count goes full. Nowhere to put Harden in a 7-4 ball game. 3-2. Got a piece of it.
I think that should be a rule change.
Tom Blas arguing for the foul into the zone strikeout there.
I guess you could note it down as one of those foul tip caught by the catcher.
Yeah. We can't be helping out pitchers anymore.
Full count again. Got him swinging, and there's 2 down.
That's tough. I think Alex Harden made up his mind before that at bat started. He was going to swing regardless. That pitch was coming at him. Still alive, though.
So it'll be Ian Michael, and what a story this would be. Challenging top of the 4th, but an opportunity to erase everything with 1 swing. First pitch to him. Stays up high for ball 1. One up. Again up high. Tough pitch to hold off on right there, but Michael does so.
Yeah, it looked pretty juicy there.
2 balls, no strikes. Just catches the zone for strike 1. As that one caught the top of the zone and bounced back to us. Hatch looking for the punch out. The 2-2. Popped foul, and we'll try it all again.
Staying alive there.
Michael in a tough spot. He'll need to defend, but also has an opportunity to drive the ball, but he swings through it. Strike 3. Alex Hatch slamming the door here in game 1 as the Wolfpack strand the bases loaded. 7-4 your final score as the Mojo take the first game of a 3-game tilt.
Ian at first.
Boys on the boat.
Field of Dreams. Step Brothers.
Interstellar.
Oh, yeah. Ponyo.
Remember the Titans.
Basketball.
Probably most recently Oppenheimer.
Inception. Prisoners.
Sandlot.
The Rookie.
Yeah, we watched the inside killer, or the inside the killer mind of Aaron Hernandez, whatever that is.
Neighbors.
Interstellar.
Ratatouille.
Blazing Saddles.
Right now, it's Hacksaw Ridge.
So after that performance, we're going to kick it on down to Robert for the post-game interview.
All right, here with Dominic. What did you guys see in that extra innings that kind of got you some momentum there?
We just focused on just getting on base, you know, one pitch at a time, and it worked out.
Nice. So for game 2 and 3, what do you guys expect on the mound?
Just some more tough stuff. We're going to have to just put the ball in play, and like I said, just take it one at bat at a time.
All right, good luck out there. All right, back to you guys.
So looking at the lineup for game 2, things remaining fairly similar. It's going to be Sam Thomas on the hill for the Wolfpack as Ian Michaels shifts over to third. Everything looking the same for the Mojo, who are going to start things off on the hill. Alex Hatch will get ready to get things going.
Ready, Ian?
We're quickly going to get things underway here in the second game.
Ian Michael will lead it off. Had a solid game number 1, had 3 singles. Fortunately, when they needed it the most, struck out via Alex Hatch. We'll try it again right here.
And it looks like Michael's going to be mic'd up for the second game.
All right, how about some good ones? Yeah, what do you want? Curveball, that slow one.
Michael requesting the pitches he wants to see there from Hatch.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Said he wants a slow curve. We'll see if the man on the hill delivers. Getting ready to get things underway here in game 2. First pitch in there for strike 1, and we are full speed ahead here in the second game of a 3-game series. 0-1 tapped foul. The walk-up song finally going off after the third pitch of the at-bat. So the 1-2 once again. He sure did. Strike 3. He doesn't love it. Tommy Ticket's
we'll take a look at the replay.
We'll have to take a look.
Tommy Ticket's not changing it. I mean,
that's a tough one.
Told him I didn't go again.
We'll chat with replay and see what they have to say.
All right, we'll keep it going then. If call can't be confirmed via replay.
So we'll try things again at 1 and 2. An interesting start to the second game. 1-2 on the way. This time he sure did go.
Yeah, the ball doesn't lie, I guess.
Pretty cut and dry on that one.
Looking at Sam Thomas's hit chart, it's very pull heavy.
The Isak Paredes of the AWA.
Because he's got 2 bloopers down the third base line.
First pitch runs up and in on him.
It's a little windy out there in the outfield.
Yeah, the breeze started to pick up a little. Wasn't too much of an effect in the first game, but definitely starting to kind of blow right to left. As Thomas quickly ahead in this one, 3-0.
I'm a little surprised the Mojo didn't go with Tommy Tickets here in game 2, just because Alex Hatch coming off a fair amount of pitches thrown in that game 1 4 inning. He's starting to kind of lose a little bit in the 4th, but
as a 5-pitch walk puts a man aboard here with 1 away.
But Alex Hatch got his ERA down to 2.95 after that 4-inning game. Thomas Playhouse was 1 for 4 in game number 1.
And he'll leave the first pitch he sees here in Game 2 outside. I'm a fan of his walk-up song, I must say. It's catchy.
He says it's the top walk-up song in the league. Maybe we'll make a poll. It's definitely up there.
Yeah. 2-0 now on the way. Taken outside 3-0. And a hold off a 4-pitch walk. So Blayhouse walks his way aboard.
And we'll see, depending on how this first inning goes, if they decide to go to Tommy tickets early in Game 2. Usually you see when a team plugs a starter in, they're usually in it for the whole game. Kind of Little League vibes where no matter how bad they're doing, you just keep them in.
Yeah. First pitch on the way to Curtis. Stays up high. That's tapped foul, and the count goes even. One ball, one strike, one out here to Curtis. In the top of the first, as that stays low, ball 2. Two-one sent toward left. Ooh. And a great play from Dominic DeMiro. Looked really good off the bat. Thought it had a chance to get out, but it just stays in the yard, and there's 2 down.
Yeah, I'm surprised that held up like that. Sometimes you crush the ball a little too hard, and maybe I can't tell what the wind's doing right now, but it's definitely blowing.
Blowing a little left to right now, so it shifted, blowing right to left earlier, and if the wind was in his favor, that definitely would have been a homer from Curtis, but it shifts the other way, and it's just a fly out. That'll stay up high for ball 1. 2 on, 2 gone here at the top of the first. So that'll run inside for ball 2. Now it's blowing back right to left, ironically. 2-0. Stays inside 3.
And if I'm this Wolfpack team, I'm just sitting back and taking pitches at this point.
Yeah. Why not work the count?
Okay.
That's a little excuse me swing tapped over toward first and corralled. So Alex Harden grounds out. And it's a shutout top of the first from Alex Hatch. 0s on the scoreboard as the Mojo take their first cuts of Game 2.
Sam Thomas on the mound. He's got a respectable 3.32 ERA, 20 strikeouts, 2.579 whip. The issue for him so far this league has been giving up the home run. He's already given up 10 home runs this year as we're starting week 5.
So we'll see here if the long ball continues to be an issue or if Thomas can continue this scoreless ball game.
And not having Zach Inouye here. I mean, his average is a little bit down, but on base still very high in the league and plays very good defense. Also, not to mention he's a righty, so makes it a little bit easier on having a lefty playing second base.
So we'll get ready to get things going. It's going to be Dominic DeMiro leading off once again. Thomas finishing off his warm-up pitches, and now we get the walk-up song on time. First pitch to DeMiro. Taken, I was 62 though. Try again. That'll stay outside, and that's how we actually get things going.
Now the Mojo are going to have to deal with the lefty pitcher.
Wind again blowing toward left field now, a little more aggressively. As it's quickly 3-0. Up high, ball 4, and after 4 pitches, it's a leadoff walk.
Dominic Demiro's been getting on base quite a bit so far today. A lot of walks.
First pitch on the way to Schmutz. Actually taken for strike 1 this time.
Starting to get that speed limit dialed in there for Sam Thomas.
That's tapped foul, and it's 0-2. Schmutz looking to continue moving the runner at first along. 0-2 on the way. Stays way outside for ball 1. 1-2. It's going to be off the hands for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody down here in the bottom of the first. Mojo looking to jump early, but that's swung through for strike 3, and there's 1 down.
Nice job there to mess with the speed limit. Get him to chase on a high changeup, whatever that was.
So 1 down now for Alex Hatch. As I'll leave that one inside for ball 1. 1-0. Taken for strike 1.
Yeah, Alex Hatch won't face too many lefty pitchers this year.
As he'll send that one toward right field and out of here. It was a weird little swing. I didn't know if it would get out, but it just hung up there and sneaks out quickly. It really got out on a line.
Yeah, that was almost like a check swing home run. But nonetheless, it counts. That is number 7 for Alex Hatch to tie for 2nd place with Jackson Carr.
Didn't even seem like he took a full swing at it. It seemed like he kind of just...
benefit of being a lefty here.
Just kind of poked at it and sent it out toward right field. First pitch to Whitehouse, sent the other way, base hit. And it'll hold up at first.
Yeah, hit a single before we could even finish the walk-up song there. It's still playing.
So homer to right, and now a base hit to left. Brings the top of the order back up with Dominic DeMiro. That's taken for ball 1. Still only 1 out here in the bottom of the first. That's taken for strike 1. 1-1. Up high, ball 2. Now the 2-1. Taken for strike 2. So DeMiro just holding off, trying to work the count to start things off in this at-bat. Walked his first time up. So he'll pull that one foul, and we'll try it all again.
Nice job swinging at that pitch right there. A little too close for comfort. Might have ended up being a strike on the inside corner.
So the 2-2 again is again poked foul.
Nice vision there, some extension. Keeping this at-bat alive there from Dominic DeMiro.
Pushed him down the left field line and now the right field line. 2-2 once more. Swung through strike 3 at 58. And there's 2 down.
You can see Austin Whitehouse there over at first, getting that jump there. Just in case these Mojo base runners are ready to get out quick.
So Houston Schmutz taking off the sunglasses now. We'll see if that helps out. Takes strike one. Oh, and 1 on the way. Is sent over towards second. Playhouse steps on the bag, but the Mojo get a couple. Alex Hatch creating his own offense, giving himself his own run support. As we head to the second, it's 2-0 Mojo.
Like if the sun was out, it was.
Top of the second on the way, and it's going to be Ian Michael leading things off for the Wolfpack. He swings at the first pitch he sees, sends it out towards center, and he knew that one right off the bat. He stood there, he watched it go, and he flipped the bat all the way out toward Hatch on the pitcher's mound.
That was an impressive bat flip. Taking his time running the bases.
That ball was absolutely crushed.
Enough for 3 home runs on the year now for Ian Michael.
I love a good homer to center at all levels of baseball. It's usually the toughest place to get it out to, as it's taken for ball 1.
Alex Hatch saying that's what threw the bat flip at him, so he nailed the next batter.
Got to set the tone. He tried to do it again.
Yeah, my goodness.
Hatch falling behind 2-0 in this at bat. Falling behind 3-0. That's tagged foul, and it's 3-1. Taken for strike 2, and after falling behind 3-0, Hatch has worked the count back to full. But it'll be a 6-pitch walk.
Yeah, nice job there from Sam Thomas to ultimately get that walk, get on base for Thomas Playhouse, who walked in his last plate appearance, but trying to string together a few more hits. He has not had too much success against Alex Hatch here today.
First pitch to him just catches the top of the zone for strike 1.
It's a tough pitch.
And that's the kind of day it's been for him. A lot of those pitches that are just finding the zone as that stays a little high.
Nice job to lay off of that one, though.
1-1. Tags him for ball 2. Now the 2-1 is fouled off.
Yeah, even if that ball rolls into the fair territory, I mean, you can see Thomas Playhouse not really trying to beat it out.
Yeah. Two balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out here in the top of the second.
Oof.
Called strike 3. Some wicked movement on that one. And there's one down.
Great pitch there from Alex Hatch. He's got that kind of funky sidearm delivery on some of his pitches. Makes it hard to find that launch angle or release point.
So one down here in the top of the second. First pitch to Curtis finds the zone for strike 1.
Chad Curtis almost missed a home run his prior at bat.
That's 61, so no pitch. I was locked in. I was ready to add a second strike on the scoreboard, but no such thing this time, though. It's fouled back for strike 2.
A lot of times, some guys, I mean, the biggest culprit is Jake Oliver, is they'll do an intentional speed check to go right back to some super slow off speed.
Speed him up and slow him down.
I don't know if Alex Hatch was trying to do that right there.
0-2.
Oh.
Oh, he sure did. Red 57, but it was like a rise ball,
yeah,
softball style pitch right there.
Yeah, I think the gun reads the risers a little bit hotter than the other pitches, but still, nice job switching up speeds there from Alex Hatch to get the second out.
So 2 down now for Alex Harden. Runner still sitting on first.
Alex Harden, who's in the top 3 for most home runs all time in AWA, still looking for his first in 2025.
As that stays up high for ball 1. Last week when we called that Monday game together, there's a couple instances of the announcer jinx. We'll see if it can be a little bit of an announcer blessing here for Alex Harden.
Please.
1 ball and 1 strike. That catches the corner for strike 2.
That's tough. That pitch looks like it's coming in to hit you. Last second lands for a strike.
Checked his swing, but did not go. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the second in a 2-1 game. As always, deuces wild. That's tagged foul.
Just missed that one. You know, part of his bucket swing approach sometimes can cause some issues, but
we'll try again.
Oof.
This one swung through for strike 3. The Wolfpack get 1, but nothing more. We go to the bottom of the second. The Mojo looking for some insurance. And you see it, Tommy Tickets, Tom Blehouse, getting warm out there in the bullpen. He's ready. Bringing the heat. So we'll see if the Mojo opt to bring him on for a save or if they hold him for game 3. I think that at this point, that's what you do.
I think depending on what the Mojo can do here, I mean, if you put 5-6 runs together, you may as well leave him in there. But if it's close and Alex Hatch starts to struggle,
yeah,
that's why you got Tommy Tickets.
First pitch on the way here in the bottom of the second. Whitehouse takes it for strike 1.
Oh wait, I think Hatch is up.
We've got time called.
Could be 0-1 still. 0-1. Yeah, that's fine.
Well, I caught it, because I'm a nice guy. But I will say, I mean, that's not fair. We say it.
I'll say 0-1.
That's it. Yeah, I mean, Tash says 0-1. There we go.
So a little bit of a mix-up. Whitehouse is actually on deck, so it'll be Alex Hatch working from an 0-1 count, and he'll take that for ball 1. They'll pull that one foul.
That ball was just a little bit up. If that ball was anywhere near the zone, Hatch was looking to take that one over the back wall.
1-2.
Oof.
Got a piece of it.
Hey, so it would have been 1-2 anyways.
Yeah. Everything works out in the end. 1-2. Swung through strike 3. Went fishing for it in the other batter's box. A tough pitch to connect with.
Yeah, and what we've seen, you know, once you get a home run, you're definitely out there trying to get another one. So entices you to swing at some pitches you don't normally swing at.
So now Austin Whitehouse will step in. Swing through that one for strike 1.
Thomas Playhouse wants 0-2 on Austin. Oh, right to him.
This one will be rifled over to Playhouse. Throw on to first, and there's 2 down.
Nice job there. Really had to twerk his body there to get in a position to make the throw.
So hit pretty well on a line from Whitehouse. Took a short hop to him, but nothing too crazy, rather routine play, luckily.
I think he dented that ball as well. Lucky for Thomas, it bounced right to him.
Dominic DeMiro will step in here and take ball one with 2 down here in the bottom of the second. A 1-run ball game still. As that's sent out towards center, and it is no longer a 1-run ball game. Dominic DeMiro, the announcer jinx, still works as he sends that one out towards center, and it's a 2-run ball game. 3-1 your score now.
Dominic DeMiro gets his 6th home run of the year. Much needed insurance run for this Mojo team. Still very doable for the Wolfpack though, 3-1.
And as it says in the outfield wall, every run of this ball game coming via the home run, it's dingers or nothing.
That's what you like to see.
Taken for strike 1. Swung through strike 2. Schmutz really swinging out of his shoes right now. And he'll send it over toward Blehaus. Tough play, but he makes it happen. We go to the top of the 3rd. The Mojo looking to close this one down. They get 1 run, but nothing more. We'll see if they opt to bring in Tommy Tickets or stick with Alex Hatch. So it looks like they'll stick with Alex Hatch here in the top of the 3rd. He'll look to slam the door. And a 2-run ball game now.
Ian Michael 1 for 2 with a strikeout and a home run here in game number 2.
A win here in game 2 would take the series for the Mojo as well. First pitch to Michael. Runs inside for ball 1. So that stays up high. Another one of those rise balls. This one is held off on. 2-0. Again holding off, and it's 3. 3-0. Tagged foul right back to us. Buzzing the tower a little bit. We go again at 3-1. That's going to just catch the corner, and all of a sudden, the count is full. Alex Hatch working his way back into this one.
Ooh.
But that one just misses low. A leadoff walk here in the top of the 3rd, and there's a man aboard.
That's a tough pitch to lay off for Ian Michael, but he does a good job recognizing it was not going to be anywhere near the zone.
So Sam Thomas, representing the tying run in this ball game, will step in. Looking to extend this one a little bit. He leaves the first pitch outside for ball 1. Excellent throw from my co-broadcaster right there. As he takes a hearty cut at that one, and we're even. That just catches the zone for strike 2.
Ooh.
1-2 just missing high.
That would have been a insane pitch there if that somehow hit the top of the zone.
2-2 tapped foul.
Impressive reach right there, staying alive.
Yeah. Sent out toward right field. Watch it fly, and Sam Thomas ties this game in the top of the 3rd.
Dominic had a chance there to make the play, and it goes off of his hands. Dominic kind of looking around, wasn't really sure what happened there. Would have been a tough play to make, but
we'll take a look at this replay.
Ooh.
Just missed out on it to Dominic DeMiro. First pitch to Blehouse is sent towards center field. And Thomas Blehouse turns this game upside down. All of a sudden, it's 4-3 Wolfpack.
You see Tommy Tickets there waiting on the sideline there thinking, hey, you got me if you need me. They just gave up the lead there. Still no outs.
That ball was crushed by Thomas Blehouse.
That's his 6th home run of the year to tie Dominic DeMiro, Mark Campanero, all in 3rd place.
Curtis drives that one toward left. Tough play. And the throw will not get there in time. The offensive production continuing for the Wolfpack.
That was a nice job there from Austin Whitehouse to at least get a throw over there. You definitely don't want to be causing any unnecessary errors. Let the runner get to second base when you don't have any outs.
So Alex Harden will step in now with an opportunity to keep things going. As that was 62, so no pitch. Up high for ball 1. I had to look over at Jack right there. It said 70. That's more like it at 55.
Oh, I thought you were looking at me if you win or not. I didn't see the radar. It said 70.
It said 70.
Nice. Well, that makes it easier when you don't want to call if you win or not.
Tapped foul at 59.
Someone's a little angry out there.
Yeah. Really pumping some heat now is Hatch looking for that first out of the frame. So that'll stay outside. And it's 2-2. Again, defending the plate there is Harden.
Arsenal trying to get his first hit of the day.
2-2. Swung through strike 3 and there's one down. He said start the retirement tour. A tough outing today from Alex Harden.
Yeah, we've been hearing that phrase from a few veterans this year. Chance Justice being another one of those guys. League definitely changing. Much harder pitches to hit, better pitchers coming in every year.
That'll run up and in and tag Michael.
Ooh.
So just catching the corner. Stays low, ball 2. Tapped foul, strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Only one down here in the top of the 3rd. A 3-run frame from the Wolfpack as that'll run inside for ball 3. And I'll take it for ball 4. So 2 on with only 1 gone now for Sam Thomas.
I'm going to preface this by saying no announcer jinx, but Sam Thomas has not been gotten out here in game 2. He's 1 for 1 with a home run and 2 walks.
Smart preface.
Yes.
First pitch runs inside for ball 1. Stays up high, ball 2. And this top of the 3rd seeming to shape up like the top of the 3rd in the last inning. This time it's the Mojo who are trying to prevent the wheels from falling off as Thomas swings through that one for strike 1. So that'll run up and in for ball 3.
And Alex Hatch, I mean, a little bit of fatigue probably at this point after pitching 4 innings, and now he's already up to 73.
Tapped foul, and the count will go full.
A little surprised Sam Thomas swung at that one as head level.
Full count. Again sent foul back to us.
Just destroying the just everyone throw a ball at him.
Keeping us busy back here. So we'll try again with the full count. Hatch trying to prevent the bases from being walked loaded. And again fouled back.
Nice at bat here from Sam Thomas.
Michael passed the century mark in game 1. Hatch now combined well over the century mark across both games. That'll run inside for ball 4. And the bases are loaded with only 1 down.
Well, it doesn't seem like they're going to Tommy tickets. It's just kind of the, I won't say it's an unwritten rule, but if you don't have a plan beforehand, usually you just let the main guy run.
First pitch to Playhouse stays low.
Hearing a lot of strikes from the bullpen. Very loud.
Taking ball 2. .2-0 on the way. Is taken for ball 3.
That was the 80th pitch of Alex Hatch.
Thomas Playhouse, the go-ahead homer earlier in this inning, now with a chance to blow this game open. But he'll take ball 4. Another run comes across, and it's 5-3 Wolfpack here in the top of the 3rd.
Nice shot from Thomas Playhouse there, not trying to do too much. You run into trouble when you're trying to hit those poor pitches. May as well just take those, keep this inning going. Now they lead by 2.
And that is the first run of the second game not scored via the home run ball.
Dang it.
That stays up high for ball 1 to Chad Curtis. We'll tag that one foul. Still only 1 out here in the top of the 3rd as well.
4 runs already across in the 3rd inning.
That'll run inside for ball 2. Hardy cut right there for strike 2. Hatch looking to pick up a second out. He'll do just that as it just catches the outside part of the zone. The second out of the frame, but the bases are still loaded.
Alex Harden steps in, trying to switch up some of that mojo, pun not intended.
Harden trying to prolong that retirement tour a little bit here. First pitch stays up high for ball 1.
Only I can make that joke.
1-0 stays high. .2-0 on the way. Is tapped, foul.
Wolfpack are a little lucky right there that bat did not get past the foul line. Unfortunately for Alex, now he's got to come all the way back and do it again.
So it'll be a 2-1 count as we get back. Pitch on the way.
Oof.
Catches the zone for strike 2. Just missing, and the count will go full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Hatch looking for a way out of the inning. Swung through strike 3, and he'll do just that. But a 4-run top of the 3rd is going to push the Wolfpack ahead. Mojo looking for an answer as we go to the bottom of the 3rd. So it'll be Sam Thomas looking to end this one and even the series at 1. Alex Hatch will step in to lead things off here in the bottom of the 3rd. First pitch stays up high for ball 1.
Alex Hatch doing a little bit of a dingers or nothing game right here. 1 home run, 1 strikeout.
That'll run outside for ball 2. Two balls and no strikes. Again stays outside, it's 3-0. Thomas looking to avoid issuing a leadoff walk. He'll give up a homer instead. That ball was crushed. Hatch knew it off the bat. He watched it go. And all of a sudden, it's a 1-run game once again here in the bottom of the 3rd.
And Alex Hatch with that home run reties the home run leaderboard with 8 home runs, tied with Zane Phillips.
All of a sudden, back to a 1-run ball game. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the 3rd. First pitch to Whitehouse, sent over to the left side. Harden can't make the play. Blehouse tried to come up firing, but he's unable to.
Would have been a tough play to make if he was able to field it cleanly, but guess we'll never know.
So Dominic DeMiro will step in representing the winning run, and for the 2nd game in a row, the home team with a chance to walk things off. First pitch stays down low. He wanted it right there, swings through a hearty hack for strike 1. One and one grounded foul. One ball and 2 strikes on the way to DeMiro. Sent out towards center field. And Blehouse will make the grab.
Nice job there from Thomas Blehouse. That ball was hit very high up in the air. Very lucky that that did not travel a little farther back.
Yeah, an ill-timed gust of wind could have put this one in the books. It's tough to judge some of those fly balls, especially with a wiffle ball, because some of them will travel, some of them will hang up there.
Yeah, that and dodging all the trees in center field will add a difficulty.
Schmutz will take that one for ball 1. 0 for 3 thus far here in game 2 as that runs inside for ball 2. Outside, it's 3-0. Schmutz looking to negotiate a 1-out walk here. Instead, he'll pop one out towards center as well. Blehouse goes over,
Ooh.
Slipped and fell, but he hangs on to it.
And he was rocking the Converse. Looks like he switched into his other shoes, but guess the traction still is not working perfectly for him out there. That's a huge out right there.
Yeah. So now there's 2 down, but even with 2 down, this probably isn't the guy you want to see.
Yeah, 2 for 3, 2 home runs and a strikeout here today. Might as well just try and pitch around him.
Maybe we'll see the intentional walks that Tommy Tickets tried to use last week. 1-0. Catches the zone for strike 1.
Nice pitch right there at the knees.
1-1 now. This one's going to be behind him, and Hatch will jump ahead 2-1.
Ooh.
Jumped on it, but it goes foul off the roof.
God, just barely early right there. Crushed that ball foul. One of the more violent swings in the AWA.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Thomas looking to end this one. Hatch looking for the same. Swung through strike 3. Sam Thomas slams the door closed, and the Wolfpack survive this time. 5-4 your final score as they even the series. It'll be a Game 3 rubber match. And naturally, after that performance, Sam Thomas is going to get the post-game interview. He's joined by Robert.
All right, Sam. So what's your mentality in third inning in that type of situation?
Throw as many strikes as possible.
Fastballs, or what are you thinking kind of mentally there?
Slider, fastball, but just try to let them hit it.
What are your approach for the last game here in a rubber match?
Same thing.
Same exact thing. All right, back to the booth, guys. Good stuff.
Tom, you guys are away. I know. Okay.
Ready to go? Oh, I'm ready. I know you're ready. I think we're hitting though, yeah? Yeah, you guys are hitting.
Okay, guys, I need to introduce you because I just assumed everybody knew everybody. So Amy,
grab me one of those.
White House, and his brother Connor. So Austin and Connor. Yeah. Well, I'm sure it would, yeah.
AWA.
Where's that mic? Yeah. Can you get that mic to Tom? Wolfpack on the field. Where's the pitcher? There's only like Wolfpack.
Oh, geez.
So Sam Thomas will start again here in game number 3. A little bit of a break there as he's taking some phone call.
Always something new here in the AWA.
We knew the moment this series started it was going to be a close match. Rubber match now, but both teams at 7-7 battle to whoever can get above 500. Unfortunately, there's no ties. I think we've had one tie in the history of the AWA. It was in 2020, Nighthawk Stingers. No lights on the field, and we were playing into the 5th inning, and we're just like, you know what, we can't see anything. This is never going to end.
So it will be a second game of work for Sam Thomas.
Of course, he'll be facing Tommy Tickets One of the toughest things to do, just sitting patiently 2 games. With that, Dominic Demir will lead it off.
Getting ready to get things underway, and like you said, even coming into this rubber match, both of these games have been fairly hotly contested, so these are 2 very evenly matched teams.
Sam Thomas's ERA ballooned a little bit after Game 2 start, 3.41 ERA, up from a 3.35. Still, anything below a 4 ERA is respectable here in the AWA with the speed limit of 60 miles per hour.
So Demir will take a couple more warm-up packs. He'll step on in. Getting ready to rock and roll here in the 3rd and final game of the day. First pitch he sees is tapped foul.
It's a great pitch, the slow pitch, top of the zone, entices the swinger.
That stays outside, and it's 1-1. Catching the zone there, right at 60 miles an hour for strike 2. Foul back. Demiro staying alive.
Dominic Demiro sitting at a even 400 average now, 6 home runs on the year. Ooh.
And that'll jam him up a little bit.
Off the melon. Might be concussed, might need to get our doctor out there.
So we'll try things again at 1-2. Sent over toward Blehaus, throw to first.
Take a look at the play. It looked like he was just able to beat it.
But it looked like he stepped on the regular bag and not the safety bag.
Yeah, we'll have to call him out there if he did.
Yep. Yeah, he's on the safety bag.
Wrong bag.
It's just like college baseball where you got to step on that safety bag over at first. If you step on the regular one, you are out.
And I think after a few more of those calls, Dominic will start to go to the safety bag. But it's engraved in his brain.
Yeah, the challenge is it's second nature to have that contested play at first. First pitch to Schmutz is swung through for strike 1. Or 0-1, my apologies. Catches at the top of the zone and is quickly behind 0-2. Thomas looking for the strikeout. That's going to be sent back up the middle. It wrapped all the way around Thomas, and Schmutz will tag for second, and he's going to be out.
He wants to review it, but I think he was able to tag him right before. I don't know really what he was thinking. I mean, everything about that was...
He is out. So a couple of interesting base running quirks here in the top of the first from the Mojo, but both of them result in outs.
Yeah, aggressive base running opportunity there. I mean, he will get that single.
So 2 down now. Alex Hatch will go back to work. Obviously, he has been on a tear today. We'll see if he can continue that. That'll run inside for ball 1.
Yeah, 2 very interesting outs to begin this game.
Yeah. Healthy cut right there for strike 2. It's not every day you have to consult replay for both of the first 2 outs of the game. He swings through that one for strike 3. A 1-2-3 inning for Sam Thomas, though it obviously wasn't without its theatrics. We go to the bottom of the first. The zeros on the scoreboard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, get up there, big boy.
Big boy.
Tommy Tickets requested a new walk-up song for pitching. Surprising choice. Haven't heard this one before.
It's a classic, though, I will say. It's coming in to shut things down for a 3-inning.
Let's see the velo.
55.
Oh, yeah. Well, say, last week we saw him touching 64, so I don't know where that speed came from.
Yeah, he was shoving last week.
Yeah. He's had one bad start. Other than that, he's been pretty much lights out. Right now he's sitting at a 3.07 ERA, 17 Ks. And if he has a good start here, there might be some conversation about who the new #1 on the Mojo is. I mean, it's not like Hatch pitched poorly today.
You ready, Tickets? It's ready to ever be. Just remember those thinkers, all right? Remember those.
I might have to go back down to Tacoma.
So this should be a fun one here as we get things going here in the bottom of the first. Ian Michael will go to work. First pitch to him. Holds off for ball 1. He'll send that one out of here.
Is that gone?
Looked like it wrapped around the tree. Some pesky pole style action right there from Ian Michael. And a leadoff jack. We'll take a look at the replay, but it looked like it wrapped, yeah.
Was on the right side of that tree over the top of, yeah, I don't know why Austin Whitehouse was doing that. It was over the top of Club 65.
It was over the top of Club 65, so I'm confused why you keep saying that. Yeah, it's like that's the foul pole. It was on the right side of the foul pole over the back of Club 65.
So the Wolfpack strike first here in Game 3. Swinging away against Tommy Tickets, who quickly falls behind 2-0 in this count.
And that's kind of, oh, this is going to be interesting.
Tap, it's going to go fair, tough play. He cannot make the throw.
Oh, boy. Let's get a little less of those. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to get life alert on the pitcher out there. Yeah, not the start Tommy Tickets has envisioned, but he's got to get that velo up. If he's sitting 55 max, then he's going to be in for a long game.
I believe that's what the kids call barbecue chicken. First pitch runs inside. That's sent toward right, but foul.
Do you want it to be?
No.
A little trash talk between the pitcher and the broadcaster. You don't see that every day.
We'll give it to him.
1-1.
That's
This one's way fair. That one is crushed and gone. Be careful what you wish for. It might just come true. And for Thomas Blejas, he must have wished for a 2-run jack.
You know, karma works in weird ways. Wiffle ball will always humble you. Right when you're feeling yourself as a pitcher. Unfortunately, you get some of these games. I told Tommy Tickets, I'm like, hey, the last time you were lit up, it was against the Wolfpack. So if you want to, he actually took some vacation time to be here today instead of his normal day job, which is flying a 787.
And he's quickly behind 2-0.
Let's not go.
Check swing did not go, and it's 3. he got told to go get his ball. It reminds me of was it Madison Bumgarner and Max Muncy a few years ago? And Muncy told Bumgarner to go get a ball out of the harbor in San Francisco. 3-0 runs inside. It's ball 4.
You know, no outs, but still only 3 runs came across. Just got to start lighting up the zone a little bit here. I think after giving up the 2 home runs, he's a little reluctant to throw some more strikes. Led to a walk to Chad Curtis.
So after the 4-pitch walk, it's going to be Alex Harden stepping in. First pitch runs inside, and they're out beyond that outfield wall trying to find the ball, because that one was crushed.
He's at 52, 53. It's now 50, so something clearly not clicking here for Tommy Tickets.
And a 2-1 count now. Gets the ball from Sam Thomas. It's a couple. 3-0 already here in the bottom of the first. Wolfpack looking to win 2 in a row to take this series, as that's tapped foul for strike 2. Runs outside, and we're full.
Full.
3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs here in the bottom of the first. Chopped left side, Whitehouse. Nobody at second, and everyone's safe.
I don't know what Dominic DeMiro was doing there. He was very close to the bag, kind of a late start there. I think he might be trying to cover up my back TikTok camera after calling him out.
Harden trying to campaign for it to be a hit.
You know what? Yeah, we'll give him a hit. He hasn't had a single hit today.
So 2 on now with none gone. It'll be Ian Michael stepping back in. Already 1 homer today. I guess I should say here in this 3rd game.
Either side of that camera back there. Yeah, that's right there. That's fine. That's perfect. Just 1 foot. No moping.
As he swung at one that was way inside. They're going to let it drop. A really smart play.
Oh, no. Okay, well, we'll get 1 out.
But it was dropped on the tag, so they get the out at second.
Wait, what are they doing?
Is that 3?
What?
How many outs is that?
That'd be 1 out.
It was an infield fly.
And this is going to be interesting right here.
Why do they think it's 3 outs? Did you tag him there?
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. I mean, they got 2 outs on that, but I thought it was
third. Yeah, it's a 4th and 3rd for 1 out. 1 out.
So they'll get 1 out on a rather odd play. They get the lead runner.
1 out or 2 outs? 1 out.
But nothing more.
Yeah. Fielders, or what's it called? Infield fly rule, force at 3rd.
That's taken for strike 1. And swung through for strike 2. Tommy Tickets looking to settle in a little bit.
It's close. There we go. Now he's got a little velo.
Just low for ball 1. Yeah, 58 right there.
It's a good sign.
That'll run outside for ball 2. Sent out toward right, but it's going to go foul. So we'll try it again at 2-2.
Wait for that first baseman.
In just a moment, yeah,
Might
exactly.
need it. Might need him over there.
There he is.
Getting some much-needed balls. These balls are disappearing here today. There's some deep home runs probably in the other neighbor's yard.
I just looked over. I see Alex Hatch hanging out in Club 65. That's going to be chopped over toward first. Tough play for Schmutz. And no outs made, so the bases are going to be loaded now. Still only 1 down here in the bottom of the first.
Bases juice. Unfortunately, it's this guy. Tom Bleos is kryptonite so far.
First pitch runs in for ball 1.
Ball ball's
laser back up the middle. Everybody's going to move up 40 feet, and another run scores. Now, Ian Michael will dig for home, and he'll get there. And Thomas Playhouse says he's seeing a beach ball out there. Hitting, you know, normally I'd say he's hitting the cover off the ball, but with a wiffle ball, I guess he's putting a dent in the ball, perhaps. As Curtis swings through that one for strike one. Stays high. Ball two. Still only one out here in the bottom of the first. A 5-run frame thus far for the Wolfpack. That's behind Curtis for ball 3. 3-1 count. Taking ball 4. And we're loaded again.
This is a difficult inning here for Tom Blaus, and for whatever reason, he's been lights out against every team except for the Wolfpack. And that just, you know, some teams see some pitchers way better than others. Every time I pitch against the Aces, I get 12 tacked on me.
Back to work, poked down the right field line. Tough play, Harden. And we'll see what they call that. A run will score. So an RBI for Alex Harden.
And nonetheless, that'll end the inning with 6 runs.
I guess it doesn't matter. So a 6-run frame for the Wolfpack. We head to the second. And Sam Thomas is going to be pitching with quite a cushion.
I told the Wolfpack is your kryptonite team. I don't know why. It's a good crap.
So like we said, Sam Thomas pitching with quite a cushion now. A 6-run advantage. First pitch to Whitehouse is swung through for strike one. Oh, on the way. Is tapped fair. Harden bobbled it and couldn't make the play.
Harden has had some difficulty over there at third base today. I don't think he's made a play over there. I don't want to bully him or anything, but it's definitely not easy over there.
And manning the hot corner, having to be able to fire a wiffle ball, even if it is a smaller diamond, having to be able to fire that across the diamond.
Yeah, and
it's not easy. Playhouse will try to get the out at first. They won't get it. It skipped and just died in the grass, and it'll be runners on the corners. Heads up base running right there from Whitehouse. And the Mojo were threatening here in the top of the second already.
That's a tough play to make regardless if you're a righty or a lefty. And I mean, just picking it up, fielding it cleanly is one part of the solution there. The throw over is the hardest part.
So that'll just catch the corner at 52. That stays outside.
This Mojo team, they're very good at battling back after tough innings.
Swung through right at 60 for strike 2. One, 2 on the way. Stays outside, ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes with nobody out here in the top of the second. Thomas looking for a crucial first out. And he'll get it at 51. Swung through for strike 3, and there's one away here in the top of the second.
Nice job there from Sam Thomas. Get the first out of the inning. A little bit of a dangerous spot here with runners on the corners, but getting that first out, very important here, especially with Alex Hatch coming to bat.
With Hatch at the plate, it's really always a bit of a dangerous situation, but even more so here. First pitch on the way. in there for strike one.
Alex Hatch 0 for 1 with a strikeout here in game number 3.
He waves at that one for strike 2.
That slider from the lefty to a lefty batter is a very good pitch to throw.
Yeah. 0-2. Got him swinging strike 3, back-to-back Ks here in the second, and there's 2 down. So Austin Whitehouse will go back to work.
Austin Whitehouse coming back in after hitting a single earlier in this game. Very productive day altogether.
Now with 2 down. 61.
First speed check we've seen from Sam Thomas here today.
We'll try it again, the first pitch. This time it's 57 and waved at for strike 1. Oh, 1 left side Harden. Chance for redemption, but it goes wide. 1 run will score. They'll hold DeMiro at third. But the Mojo get 1 back here with 2 outs. It'll be runners on the corners once again.
Once again, tough play to make. Alex Harden initially had Ian Michael over there at third base, who's played some very solid defense. But for whatever reason, plugging him at third definitely made it a little bit more difficult out there for Alex Harden.
So runners on the corners, 2 down. Now it's a 6-1 ball game as this one's chopped foul. DeMiro 1 for 2, had the single earlier in this frame. Technically represents the runner sitting on third right now, though Alex Hatch is taking his place. He sends that one foul back to us. Oh, 2. Again sent foul, and again nearly came right back to us. Hook's a little wide this time, though. I've seen more foul balls hit back here into the booth today than I have in either of the other 2 games combined. And another one almost back to us.
Yeah, 4 fouled straight back. I don't think we've seen that before.
Still 0-2. DeMiro battling. 61, and it stays outside for ball 1. Now the 1-2. 59, got him looking. The Mojo get 1 back, but nothing more. We go to the bottom of the second. 6-1 your score.
Come on.
Your job when you're throwing 58.
What?
You had an at bat when you're throwing 58, you're getting out. You gotta throw harder at speed.
Get up.
Throw harder. Speed up, yeah.
So Ian Michael will lead us off here in the bottom of the second as the Wolfpack look to continue pulling away in this one. Mojo got 1 back in the top of the inning, but nothing more, and now it'll be an opportunity to extend this Wolfpack lead. First pitch to Michael is in there for strike 1.
There's that speed we like to see. 58.
Wolfpack coming out swinging here in the second with the 5-run advantage. 0-2. That one stayed way high.
Ian Michael 1 for 2, led off the game with a 1-pitch home run.
1-2 on the way. Got him swinging, and there's 1 down.
There you go. Told him he's got to just pick up that velo a little bit, and good things happen. So sitting 58 gets his first strikeout of the game.
Half those are nowhere near.
That's a little bit of a A little bit of an opportunity here for the Wolfpack to swing a little more freely with a cushion like this. First pitch to Thomas. Runs inside, ball 1. They'll tap that one foul. 1-1. Stays outside, ball 2. And again, right back to him. Great play from Jack. Hangs on to it. It's 2-2.
We've had a lot of opportunities today.
And he fans him for strike 3. Back-to-back Ks here in the bottom of the second. And Tommy Tickets finding himself a rhythm.
Finally got that ERA back below 4, but unfortunately he's going to face Thomas Playhouse, his son here. 2 for 2. Oof.
Just catches the zone at 57. That'll stay outside for ball 1. And again, missing.
Walking him here wouldn't be the worst thing. Chad Curtis, Alex Harden have struggled a little bit here today.
2-1. And we'll
There's
run
that
inside.
62.
And yeah, it was at 62. So really showing the velo now. The 3-1. Outside, ball 4. It's a 2-out walk.
Yeah, not a bad plan right there. You know, you want to have your best stuff against Thomas, but walk isn't the worst case scenario here. Chad Curtis, who has 2 walks so far on this game, trying to capitalize here.
First pitch to Curtis, runs outside for ball 1. Second one stays a little high for ball 2. He taps that one foul. He's going to wear that one off the back, and it's a hitter's count, 3-1. Big time hack, slowed him down, back down to 52 there from Tommy Tickets, and it's full count, 3-2. Payoff pitch. Gonna clip him for ball 4. 2 quick strikeouts, but back-to-back walks now.
Nice job there from Chad. 3 walks in this game. I know nobody really likes walking, but getting on base for this Wolfpack team.
So Alex Harden will step back in. 1 for 2 this afternoon. Deep exhale from Tommy Tickets. First pitch to Harden is foul back. 0-1. Stays low for ball 1. Outside, ball 2.
He's not missing by much. Good thing to see there. His velo's up.
Two 2-1, popped foul.
I don't even think Jake Oliver would be able to get to that one, so won't knock Tommy Tickets for his defense there.
So we'll try things again now, 2-2. And Harden will wear it.
Full.
Count goes full, 3-2. Payoff pitch, grounded back toward Playhouse. Tough play, flip to third. It's gonna sail over the head of the third baseman, Whitehouse, and a run will score. Couldn't tell who was manning third for a second, but it's an RBI for Alex Harden. I believe that's his second or third of the day, or of this game at least. But it'll make it 7-1 Wolfpack here with two down here in the bottom of the second.
Second RBI of the game.
Ian Michael will leave that one outside. Swings through that one for strike 1. 60 on the dot right there from Tommy Tickets. That's tapped foul, but 63. Tom Playhouse campaigning to say that it was 63 off the deflection, but it's no pitch. Just that runs behind Michael. He'll tap that foul, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Thought about it, but he holds off. Tough pitch to hold off on right there for me and Michael, but he shows the plate vision and the count runs full.
Tom Blale's very shocked he did not get him to chase there.
3-2. He's going to wear it again for ball 4, and the bases are walked loaded.
Yeah, came out of the gates with 2 strikeouts, and now we got ourselves bases loaded again for Tom Blale. I mean, he's been here before. I guess the good news is error on himself. I think that will limit his ERA.
First pitch to Sam Thomas stays a little high for ball 1. Second run's inside for ball 2. Little jam shot, but it's going to roll foul.
Yeah, pretty lucky that ball went foul there. I mean, for a second, Austin might have had a play there, but it's hit so slowly. Every runner looked like they were going to be able to advance if that stayed fair.
So it'll be a 2-1 count now to Sam Thomas. On the way. And he checked it. And
we'll take a look at the replay. Or not.
So that'll run in.
Yeah, that'll be a walk there.
It did not go, so it will be another walk, and it will score another run. It's 8-1, and now Thomas Blehouse comes back out to the dish, 2 for 2. First pitch to him runs outside. Second pitch does just the same. Little jam sandwich right there. Tough play at first, and he got him. So a 2-run frame brings the lead back out to 7 runs as we go to the third. 8-1 Wolfpack, your score.
Yeah. We gotta get 6 to keep playing. Good point.
So it'll be Sam Thomas looking to close things down and secure the series win for the Wolfpack, as we just saw Tommy Tickets walk into the house. A tough outing for him here in game number 3.
It's not over till it's over. Definitely a little bit more difficult to overcome a 7-run deficit. Top of the third.
So it'll be Houston Schmutz stepping in to get things going. The Mojo are going to need 7 runs to try and keep playing. They love a long game, though. They love to extend things, so you never know. First pitch to Schmutz is sent back up the middle. Tough play. Thomas Blehouse flip onto first, then he makes the play.
Thomas Blehouse has been very good over at second base here today.
Maybe he should get that utility man gold glove. He's been doing it all. So now with 1 away, Alex Hatch will step in.
Makes things a little more difficult for the Mojo to come back.
First pitch to him. Just catches at 49. He tried to hit it off the bounce.
49.
Really slowing him down right there. 0-1. Runs inside, ball 1. Even at 1 now. That stays outside, and Hatch will go ahead. A red-hot first 2 games from Alex Hatch, but he's 0 for 2 today with 2 strikeouts. As he waves at that one for strike 2, looking to prevent an 0 for 3 day. Two. Foul. Staying alive a little. We'll try it again at 2-2. And And that one was rifled, took a weird, caught the air, a tough play over at first. We'll see if he can make it. I thought it was a surefire base hit.
That was way closer than I thought it was going to be. We'll see if he beat it out.
Looks like he got
Get him by a step. I think he did. Yeah, confirmed out.
So quickly, 2 down.
It's a great play.
So Austin Whitehouse, the final hope for the Mojo here in Game 3, is that just catches the zone for strike 1. Oh, 1 on the way. Stays low for ball 1. One and 1 is waved at for strike 2. Mojo down to their final strike now. Mojo took game 1. Wolfpack evened it in game 2. And it's going to be a series going to the Mojo. Back-to-back victories to take this 3-game tilt 2-1. A dominant Game 3 performance, an 8-1 victory. And that will do it here in game number 3. The Wolfpack moved back above 500. The Mojo dropped to 7 and 8. And that'll do it here on a Monday evening in the PNW.